G'day folks, today I've got to raise the transom. Now the original bottom bolt holes of the motor are at the bottom here, and a new hole has been made, and it's about 80 millimeters above the old hole. So that means that the top hole for the motor will also be about 80 millimeters above. And 80 millimeters above is about here. So we are going to raise the transom about 90 millimeters because there was already a gap between the motor and this transom, even though it was a short shaft motor. The long shaft motor was bolted on. It still had a gap between the two. So we're keeping the long shaft motor, but we're going to raise the transom up. This is a common problem on some boats that have just been cut out or made from factory for a very short shaft motor. Okay, so we're going to go through and do that. How I'm going to do it is I'm going to press up an angle, a 3mm angle, out of 3mm plate, press the top of it so that it's the same width as the boat, and then I'm going to fill in the back of it. And I'm also going to put some crushed bars inside so that you cannot squash it when you do the bolts up, you cannot crush it. We'll show you how all that's done. We have re-drilled the holes already. The customer did this, re-drilled the holes, and they actually run through a cross member which is inside the boat. I can show you that in a later video, but for now we're just getting this started. It runs through there, so there's no chance of it crushing when you do the bolts up. I'm also going to weld an aluminium plate on the outside here and fill in these 4 holes that are no longer necessary. That is my mission for this job. 3mm aluminium. Most of it will be MIG welded because MIG welding is what has been done all around here. You could TIG weld it, it would take twice as long, 3 times as long to TIG weld it. But in this situation, it's probably not necessary to TIG weld something. There are to's and fro's for doing both TIG welding or MIG welding. This particular setup only deserves to have MIG welding done on it. And if you do your MIG welding right, you can kind of make it like a TIG weld if you've got those skills. Alright, let's move on to the next section. I'm going to cut out some pieces, fit them in there, probably a cardboard template to get what I need, or lay a piece of aluminium over the top of it and trace around the inside of it, and that will give me the exact shape that I need. There's many ways to do it. I'm just throwing out ideas so that that's my thought process. It could be cardboard, I could just get the piece of aluminium, anything at all. We've got the bolt holes already here. He wants to put the plastic back on there after I put a plate on the top here. He's also going for an upgrade on the transom with this boat to more horsepower. I think you'll get away with it quite easily. There's been a lot of chat about how to go about upgrading your boat to putting more horsepower on and what you have to do. And one of the things that you have to do is to stiffen up the transom. Now this transom has already got a cast deck in the back of it and has made it quite rigid and strong. Some boats don't have any of that in there, and you're totally relying on the structure of the transom itself. This boat has already got a structure on the inside of the cast deck, has made it very strong. So I do think that his ability to upgrade this from say a 60 to a 70 or something, or 50 to a 70 will be possible. Alright, let's get into it. So I've gone with a piece of material that is 150mm wide. I just found it on my rack, and it's long enough to fit the gap that I need to fit. I have sat this basically, you can see that I have sat it on top of the top of where the motor mounts, okay? That's where it's going to sit. So I need to come up 80, maybe 90 millimeters up here. And I've got 150 to play with. So let's go 90. And 90. And basically that's going to be my fold mark, and I'll fold that over the other side. Now, while it's set up here with a couple of clamps, I'm going to trace around the inside here, and that will give me my cutout that I need. And this will be a folded section over the top. So we'll have a 90-degree fold, and then I'll fill in the back part of that as well. Take the clamp off, show you what we're up to. And there's our angle. So we cut that off on the gillo, get it to our right height, and then we fold this over. All right, let's go to it. Here's our folded piece. And that sits straight into there, like so. Couple of stitches to hold it in place. And of course I'll fully weld it on the inside as well. And I'll put some stiffener bars in line with the top bolt holes, which is this one here. I'll put a stiffener bar here and a stiffener bar here on the inside, and that stops you from crushing the aluminium with the bolts. Remember, anytime you're welding aluminium, to give you the best result, it needs to be clean. That's half the battle with aluminium, is to be clean, clean, clean. Okay, so I'm just going to wire buff all around the welded areas. I'm even going to fix up these areas here because I'm going to weld a plate on here. So a little bit of fast forward action for you. Enjoy. There we go, ready to weld. Just want to measure out this plate that's going on here. It's got to go down past here. Let's call it 250. So it's just past this hole down here. And we're going to make it just past this hole here. 250 by 380. I'll come back with a bit. I love my Feronius welder. Here's our panel. Now just to weld this all out and drill through the two holes that are the bottom holes on the motor, and we fill in the top here and drill the two holes for the top holes of the motor. There's the back and plate done. A couple of holes drilled in it. Welded on 3mm just to give us a bit of extra strength there. And as simple as it is, this is the folded piece. A little bit of shaping to get it to exactly the right size after I marked it out on the inside. But a little bit of shaping, a little bit of fitting, sanding, and we get that into its right position. And I'll weld this all out, and we'll fill in the back behind here with the stiffeners so that we can't crush it. using a straight edge from this edge of the existing boat. So I'm using a straight edge, 2 straight edges, a piece of angle. Sit that across there. And that lines up on this face here and this face here, and this can be pushed out to it, and it has to be in the right spot. A couple of tacks, then I can weld this out, and I can weld out the inside of it too. I weld out the inside of it, makes it a lot stronger. So here's a look at inside of the raised transom there. You can see the 50 by 6 flat bars which stop, and they're in line with the original bolt holes. Straight up from the bolt holes, I've got the 50 by 6 flat bar on both sides, and that stops the bolts from crushing the rear of the transom. I will fully weld the inside of those and all around inside there, everything. Make it solid. And then I'll cap the inside edge of it and re-drill the hole, and we're done. There are the non-crush plates, and now I've just got an inner skin which is going to sit over the whole lot. Oh, wrong way around, sorry. And that just sits in over the top there like so. I'll weld that in, and I'll weld along this top here. I may have to trim a little bit off this edge here. I did make it too big. I made it big on purpose, but now I can trim it off and get it to the right size, and then weld that top corner the right way. And here we have it all finished. Successfully raised it by 90mm, and we've also put on a doubler plate on there, and inside here we have some anti-crush bars, so we can bolt that up and rip it up nice and tight.